Hi everyone, this is Dave and Pat from Wake Up for Your Health. And we just wanted to catch up with you. It has been a while since we've done one of these. And we are back home in Ontario. And as we came across the border, we drove from Florida. As we came across the border, we were given strict rules as to what we could do to go into 14 days of quarantine. They wanted to know if, first of all, they said, and if you break the quarantine, it could be $1 million fine or 3 years in prison. And they will be checking on us, although we didn't receive a call. Maybe they checked on us other ways, I don't know. But anyways, we had our daughter here in Ontario and her husband, who graciously accepted the challenge to supply us with food for 2 weeks before we got here. And they did a great job of that.
We were so well equipped with food that some of it is still in the fridge right now. So that was great. And lots of nuts on hand. So we've got munchies still from when they bought the groceries. So we managed to get home and everything's been fine. We haven't gone out to see a soul. We haven't had anybody come in. And it's 5 weeks today. So we've definitely done our quarantine for 35 days, really.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So tomorrow we are having company outside down at the gazebo, and there'll just be 4 of us. And as soon as they lift the amount of people that you can have together, which I think is 5 right now,
Yes.
they're thinking of moving that to 10. We'll have some more people, have a little gathering down by the gazebo or on the gazebo or on the waterfront, so that we can get together, and there's lots of loungers down there, so we can still keep our social distancing and have a nice visit with people that we haven't seen for at least 6 months, 7 months,
Probably
really.
7 or 8 months even. Yeah.
And even our children and grandchildren. That's the part that we miss the most. And of course, everyone at our stage of life is very concerned about, social distancing, because we're at the age that, we're more vulnerable for any type of thing that's going around. So we have to look after ourselves, and we are. We're eating exceptionally well. Dave does have a cardiologist looking after him.
Online.
Online. So if you aren't online yet, most things are going online, even the doctor's appointments. So it's time for us all to be learning more so that we can be able to cope with life in this changing world. The world is changing, without a doubt. Everything that's happened in the last few months is just beyond what we ever dreamt of. Unless you've watched a lot of movies that we have watched or read a lot of the books that we have read. But we're coping with that, and continue to read a lot of books and watch a lot of good motivational speakers on TED Talk.
And taking courses online also.
We are. So we're like kids again, big kids. We're learning. We're having our little challenges sometimes, but that's okay. It's normal. But it is a little bit frustrating to think there is so much out there. But it's beautiful to think that if you don't know something, you can just ask Google. It's amazing. A lot of things that perhaps we would be remembering, we don't, because we don't have to. So it's time also that we got our minds back to trying to remember things. And I watched Jim Quick the other night, and he's a really great speaker and teacher as to how to remember things. He's amazing. And as a little boy, he had learning challenges and had a head injury, I think at age 5, and had a terrible teacher who said unkind things about him. He had a broken brain, apparently the teacher even said, where he could hear the teacher telling somebody about him, which I think is very sad and inhumane. So we've got to get humanity back in this world today, so people learn to love one another and care about each other and realize the impact that they're having on people's lives. So we all need to look after our own little lives and our own little worlds. And if everybody looked after themselves, we wouldn't need so many rules. But this morning, even, we were down at the beach, and there had been people at the beach last night, and they left proof that they were there. And I thought, why do people do that? Do they still need their mothers to be telling them to pick up after themselves? Or perhaps they were in another state of mind. I'm not sure. Anyway, Dave picked up the garbage and put it in the garbage. And I was happy he did that.
Yeah. And things are starting to open up a little bit here now, too. We still, when I go for groceries, I still wear my mask and my gloves and take my sanitary hand wash with me. And as soon as I get back in the car, I scrub everything down again. So just to be on the safe side.
Yeah, so we're taking all the precautions as much as we feel we're in a pretty safe environment here. And there's only been 4 cases in our little town, and nobody has died. So that's good news for people. And down in Florida too, in our little village in Florida, there have been no cases. So that was good to hear. And so we're just deciding that we have to look after ourselves. We're grateful that we have doctors here that can look after us and will look after us. But if we look after ourselves, we probably won't have to go there. And that's what one doctor was saying online even. You know, if everybody just looked after themselves, that would put us right out of business.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure everybody really wants us to be looking after ourselves as well as what we can do. So we've learned lots of different things. We've learned how to eat. I hope I sound better to you. I can breathe through my nose now. So that's really a treat for me because I've been congested most of my life. So I'm pretty well off of dairy. And I have a lemon drink with honey and hot water every morning and sometimes throughout the day. And I'm having kombucha. Did I say it right? Just with some citrus juice and water as my drink throughout the day. Instead of wine, that's what I've been drinking for the last 5 days. So that's better for my health, apparently. And we'll see how long that lasts, because I do like my wine.
We both do.
So
oh,
go ahead.
Okay. All right. So we just wanted to fill you in on what has happened in our lives in the last little while, and love to hear from you too, to see how you're handling this self-discipline and self-isolation, especially here in Ontario. It's a little different. Things have opened up more in the U.S. than they have here so far. But we heard that our store for our cell phones will be opening up this Thursday, so I may be able to get my Canadian number back.
Yeah, because we still have our U.S. numbers because that's been closed. So it wasn't one of those necessary things
Right.
for our government. So here we are using our U.S. numbers still. Anyway, life is very interesting, and you certainly learn the control that some people have over us, really, when you think about it. The control over the world, not just us. The whole world is adjusting to rules that mankind have made, and to disease that has been caused also by animals, by the sounds of it. So we no longer eat animals either, because we know that's where most diseases start from. So that's something else that we're working on. So we're changing. We're getting a little bit better, we think, on a daily basis. Life is in the fast lane, faster than it's ever been with the changes that are going on. And I'm so glad that we started to learn how to use the computer and the internet. My cell phone, I'm getting there. But everybody can learn it. It's just getting the mindset to say, yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Just like that little choo-choo train, right? I think I can. I think I can. I know I can. And I know you can too. So be willing to change, everyone. And do the best you can with what you've got.
And stay safe. That virus is still out there, so be safe.
Yeah, and staying grounded is something else we've learned about. You know, get your feet on the ground, on the earth. And, my mother always said you have to eat a peck of dirt before you die. So don't be afraid to get your hands in the earth and get out there in the garden planting things.
And build your immune systems.
Building your immune system. Eat properly. Eat healthy. Have a great day, and we will talk to you soon.
Yes, we certainly will. Take
Bye.
care, everyone.
Love
Dave
to
and
all.
Pat from Wake Up for Your Health.
Wake up
Wake up.
for
Yeah.
our health. Bye.
Bye.
For now.